and welcome to another vlog. It's my first time doing one of these voiceover vlogs, so I hope you enjoy. This particular morning I got up at around 8:45. Usually I set my alarm at 8:30 and I try to keep a consistent wake up schedule. I also have to have my morning cup of matcha. Matcha for me is basically coffee for most people. Lately I've been trying out this matcha which I bought at an Asian supermarket near me, and I want to try all different types of matcha to find the one that I like the most. Some of you have asked me how I make my matcha before. I just add a spoon of matcha powder, whisk it until there are no lumps anymore, and also please don't judge the whisk I was using. We were traveling at the time and that was the only whisk available. After that I basically just add in some milk, and sometimes I'm too lazy to heat it up, so I just pour it into the cup. For lunch I decided to make some fried rice, and we had some leftovers from the night before, so that was perfect. I usually like having something quick and easy to make for lunch, and fried rice is great since you can basically use whatever you have. So for this fried rice I used onions, eggs and carrots, and obviously first you need to grab a chopping board, and then I just washed the carrots and cut them into small pieces. Then I basically just put all of the cut pieces into a ramekin so that it will be easy to use later on. Moving on, I then started cutting the onion, and it definitely almost made me cry. One tip I kind of found that was helpful when cutting was to cut it in one direction but not quite through, so that the kind of onion still stays intact, and then turning it to the other side. And then that way it's a lot easier to cut and dice into smaller pieces. I don't know if anyone else feels the same, but honestly I feel like cooking can be so therapeutic and also rewarding. Like, especially in winter when you cook and enjoy like a hot meal, it can feel so nice. I also love watching other people cook on YouTube and seeing like the type of food they make, because sometimes I feel like I just make the same food over and over and then it gets really boring. So finding new recipes and having some good food is definitely really nice, especially after a long day at uni. Feel like falling deeper, cold nights and no shit. Cooking can also be a good form of self-care, making sure that you're having a healthy meal or cooking something that you love to have. Sometimes when I don't know how much I want to make, I just measure it out with a bowl, and then that way I know that I'm making the perfect portion. Fried rice is also really good as leftovers, so sometimes I'll just make a bit more and save it for those days where I'm too busy and don't really want to cook. 걱정돼 바보 같은 생각이야 알아 멍청해 상상만으로도 Good Good morning everyone, it is the next day and on this particular day it was gloomy and freezing cold, so I decided to layer up. I wore a Uniqlo heat tech shirt with a woolen jumper and one of my favourite jackets also from Uniqlo. If you can't tell, I love the stuff from Uniqlo. I also brought this shoulder bag from Cotton On, which is honestly so cute and one of my favourite bags too. I decided to go into the city and do some exploring and shopping, and it was honestly such a beautiful day that I didn't really want to waste it by spending the whole day inside. The city was a lot smaller compared to Melbourne, but I think it was really nice, and the quiet and chill living style was definitely a good break from the big city hustle and bustle. After getting off the bus, we walked through this arcade which was so beautiful, and I really love architecture that has like a historical touch to it, and like the light bulbs, the lamp posts and also the vintage shop designs were just so pretty. We then went to the bookstore because I had a book voucher that I needed to use, and I knew that if I didn't use it I'd just forget about it and that it would probably expire, so I went in to get a few books that my friend recommended and ended up getting Turtles All the Way Down, Little Women and Taking Down Evelyn Tate, and I haven't quite read them yet, but I will definitely let you know how it goes. 광진대교 건너면서 든 생각 없어 마음에 드는 사람 넌 나만이 컸어 그냥 뒀어 외로운 그 맘은 불 붙여 지활과 탄을. Next we went to Lululemon as I wanted to get a new pair of leggings and also some shorts. Their stuff is a little bit on the pricey side, but I think their quality is also really good. 난 돌아가면서 기억이 하나도 그냥 없어져 그래도 남아있을걸 너가 말들 난 안 잊을래. Pretend I'm fine alone, but then that would just make me feel like I don't know. I also really wanted to go check out the new W Cosmetics store, which my friend recommended. They sell a lot of skincare and makeup products, and I was running out of my toner, so I went to purchase a new one and ended up getting a lot more stuff since it's cheaper than the Melbourne stores. These are some of my favourite face masks, but I've also been loving the honey and aloe mask from the Face Shop. I've also been breaking out a bit, so I went to get some pimple patches as well. Also, this 30-day miracle cream is so good. It's definitely helped me a lot with my acne. I didn't actually realise the amount of difference it made until I stopped using it, and I've been breaking out a little bit since exams, so I decided to start using it again. After that, I was feeling really hungry and I hadn't actually realised that it was 2 p.m. at that point, so we definitely wanted to go and find some food. We went up to the food court for lunch, but then decided we wanted to have some hot soup and noodles, so we went to find some ramen. There is something about having hot noodles in winter that just hits different, and it was honestly such a beautiful and sunny day, but somehow it still felt quite cold. We found this cute little ramen place called Noodle Bar, and I love the interior design of it. Like, the string lights was just so cool. It had the texture of rope and I had never seen like a light like that, so I thought that was pretty unique, and I ended up ordering their signature ramen. After ice skating, we went to this cute place of food and my feet were honestly so sore at this point and I was also quite hungry. They had various food options there, but we went a little bit late, so some of the places were closed, but how good do these donuts look? I ended up getting a burger, mainly because I was really craving for chips, and yeah. I think I had actually visited this place a few years ago and bought some lavender spray and crafts. This time though, I think it was mainly just food shops, but I love the atmosphere inside, especially the hanging plants. Like, how pretty does it look? I love how they offered a variety of cuisines and the atmosphere inside was really warm and cozy. These are the burgers we got, and I think the red and white checkered paper also kind of reminded me of those like MasterChef challenges. The burgers were made with brioche buns which were buttery and soft, and the chips were also really good. And my other friend then got some chicken rice and dumplings. It was a pretty cold and rainy afternoon, so we didn't really do much after that, and then I just went home. Hello everyone, we decided to go to Matcha House today, but we didn't realize that it didn't open until 6 p.m. So this was us walking to the bus stop, and one of my friends forgot something, so my other friend and I started filming our shadows whilst waiting for her in a parking lot.
왜 자꾸 들었다 놨다 해 헷갈리게 친절은 사양할게 오해하게 하지 말아요 날.
By the time we went to Matcha House, it was already dark, and honestly we thought the place might have been closed that day. The lights at the store were completely off, and we thought that they wouldn't open because even though some shops are closed, I feel like sometimes they still open the lights. It's just that their doors are shut, but they truly didn't open their lights until 6 p.m. So luckily we waited because I was definitely very excited to try their desserts out.
걷고 싶은데 에이, 많은 사람들 속에
We honestly had such a hard time deciding what to order because everything looked so good. I really wanted to try the matcha creme brulee, the matcha lava cake, and also the waffles, but obviously I could only pick one, so I ended up going for the waffles just because I feel like that's something that I can't really make at home because I don't really have a waffle machine. But I guess that's one of the good reasons to come back again to try out all the other dessert options.
날 서운하게 해요 당연한 거 아는데 욕심이 나.
For drinks, my friend ordered the matcha bubble tea and I decided to try the Fukamushi Sencha matcha. I was definitely a little impatient, but I wish I had brewed it a little bit longer since the flavour was quite mild. This was the matcha lava cake which my friend ordered, and it came with vanilla ice cream. And my other friend and I both ordered the matcha waffles. So for those wondering, I said to my friend if it would be okay for me to film them cutting open the lava cake because usually it's very satisfying, and she said okay and somehow just scooped the top of it and nothing flowed out. So we definitely got a good laugh out of it, and here's the satisfying part. Everything honestly tasted so good. The matcha lava cake was so warm and gooey, and then the waffles were super crispy on the outside and just like fluffy on the inside, and also the matcha ice cream was just perfect. We just spent some time kind of catching up on everything since we haven't seen each other in some time, and it was a really nice way to finish off the evening. I hope you all enjoyed the vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!